This video demonstrates the steps to set up Kerberos delegation after installing and configuring Pi Vision 2020. It is divided into the following sections. To configure Kerberos delegation for Pi Vision, we will first verify the Pi Vision application pool account. In IIS Manager, click the web server, then click Application Pools. Here we can verify that our 3 Pi Vision application pools are running as the same domain service account. Thus, we will follow the Enable Kerberos delegation using a custom Pi Vision service account section of the Pi Vision installation and administration guide. In IIS Manager, expand Sites and the site where Pi Vision is installed, in my case default website, and click the Pi Vision application. Under IIS, double-click Authentication and verify that Windows Authentication is enabled. Select Windows Authentication and click Advanced Settings. In the Advanced Settings window, verify that Enable Kernel Mode Authentication is checked. Close the Advanced Settings window and click Providers. Verify that the enabled providers are Negotiate at the top and NTLM below. Close the Providers window. Next, click the Pi Vision application and under Management, double-click Configuration Editor. In the Section field, navigate to System.WebServer, Security, Authentication, and select Windows Authentication. Set the Use App Pool Credentials property to True and click Apply. Finally, open Command Prompt as an administrator and run the IIS reset command. The next step to configuring Kerberos is to create the HTTP Service Principal Names, or SPNs, under the Pi Vision application pool account. To do this, you will need the validated right to service principal names privilege on the user in Active Directory. Contact your IT for assistance if you do not have this privilege. Open Command Prompt as an administrator and use the setspn-s command to create an HTTP SPN for the NetBIOS name of the Pi Vision web server, following the format shown. After entering the command, verify no errors are returned. Next, use the setspn-s command to create an HTTP SPN for the fully qualified DNS name of the Pi Vision web server, following the format shown. After entering the command, verify no errors are returned. To verify the SPNs are correctly registered under the Pi Vision domain service account, use the setspn-l command following the format shown. Verify the 2 HTTP SPNs for the Pi Vision web server are returned. The final step is to configure Kerberos delegation for the Pi Vision service account. For this step, you will need access to a domain controller. Contact your IT for assistance if you do not have this access. On the domain controller, open Active Directory Users and Computers. Find the Pi Vision domain account. It may be under Users. right-click the name of the PiVision domain account and click Properties. In the Properties window, click the Delegation tab and select Trust this user for delegation to specified services only. Under this option, select Use any authentication protocol. We recommend this setting for delegation as it allows users who have authenticated to PiVision using NTLM to still be able to use Kerberos delegation. Next, we will add services for each PyData archive that PiVision will access. In the Delegation tab, click Add to open the Add Services window. Click Users or Computers. In the Select Users or Computers window, enter the name of the PyData archive. Note that if your PyData archive is using a custom service account, search for that name instead. Click Check Names, then OK. In the Add Services window, under Available Services, select PyServer and then click OK. Repeat these steps for every PyData archive that PiVision will access. After all of the PyServer services have been added to the services list, we will add services for each AF server that PiVision will access. One note is that my AF servers are running as a domain service account, shown here in services.msc for each AF server in the PyAF application service. Again, in the Delegation tab for the PiVision service account, click Add to open the Add Services window. Click Users or Computers. In the Select Users or Computers window, I will enter the PyAF application service account, because that is what my AF server is running as. If your AF server is instead running as a machine account, enter the AF server machine name. Click Check Names, then OK. In the Add Services window, under Available Services, select AF Server and click OK. Repeat these steps for every AF server that PiVision will access. After all PyServer and AF Server services have been added to the services list, click Apply. Now that Kerberos delegation has been configured, we can test PiVision Remote Access. On a client machine, open a web browser and enter the PiVision site URL. By default, the PiVision site will be located at https://webserver/PiVision, where webserver is the name of the PiVision web server. Once the PiVision home page appears, make sure there are no errors and the PyProcessBook import folders appear under Home. Because we updated the PiVision website to use a domain certificate, we don't have any certificate errors on the client machine. Click New Display, and in the New Display window, enter a search term in the Assets pane to verify searching is working. Select a data item and drag it onto the display to make sure clients can see data for each PyData archive and AF server. Keep in mind, for other users to access PiVision, they will need to be in the PiVision users group. In addition, to see data, they will need to have appropriate read permissions on each PyData archive and AF server through mappings. With that, we have a successful PiVision installation and configuration, and users are now able to access data from our Pi servers remotely over the web. If you have any problems or receive any different behavior, note the behavior or errors you receive in PiVision. In addition, you can check the event viewer logs on the PiVision web server. Open Event Viewer and expand Applications and Services log. The PiVision logs will be the 4 logs that start with OSIsoft. You can send this information to our product support team. Thanks for watching and hope you are enjoying your PiVision installation.